Once again, I'm Coach Sybil Kearse, and I welcome you to the Breakthrough Zone. I am the CEO of Boss Lady 101 Pro, and what we are is a coaching and business consulting company. And what I do every Monday at 9 a.m., I give a live coaching session on a particular topic. So you are cordially invited to join us every Monday at 9 a.m. right here on our Boss Lady page. And so you will today be partaking in part 2 of what I have already delivered. But it's all good because, like I said, it's going to tie into today's topic. And today's topic is turning the I can't into I can. Okay. So many people tell me what they can't do. And it kind of does something to me because essentially, when someone tells you what they can't do, what they're honestly saying is what they won't do. Okay. If that makes sense to you, if it doesn't make sense to you, let me make it make sense. Okay. Basically, if someone tells you what they can't do, then that's almost an admitting factor that they can, they just won't. Because why would you say what you can't do? Who are you to tell you what you can't do? Okay, so if you tell someone that you can't do something, especially if it's for you, what you are essentially saying is that you won't. And that's where you have to start. Whatever it is that you fix your lips to say, I can't do, I want you to write it down. Write down whatever that is. I can't start a business. I can't go live on social media. I can't get up early and go to the gym. I can't start taking a walk. I can't eat more healthy foods. I can't get married again. I can't be a homeowner. Whatever it is. Now, whatever sentences, you can write one or you can write them all. But after you write what you can't do, I want you to change I can't, the word can't to won't. Okay? Change the word can't to won't. Because what are you doing? When you say what you can't do, you're ultimately saying what you won't do. And that allows you to see that you are really the reason why things are not happening for you. You are in your own way. If you tell me what you can't do, it lets me know that there's something that you should be doing, but you won't. Because there's nothing that can stop you but you. I don't care what it is. You stop you. All right. So in order for us to unpack this, we got to go through some things. So just to touch on what I do when I deliver these live coaching sessions, because it's pretty much for the public. It's not specific to one person. The methodology that I use is we identify the issue. We talk about how we can make it personal. And then we give practical steps so that to make it a solution attainable. Okay. So we've identified that there's some people that is using the word I can't. And to make it personable is really the fact that they won't or they don't want to, not that they can't. So now let's talk about some ways that we can make that solution attainable to being I can. Okay. So got to start with your mindset. The mindset is such a powerful factor and force in so many things that we can do, so many things that we do, and so many things that we won't do, right? If our mindset is already set to believe that we quote unquote can't, our actions will be that we won't, okay? If you believe that you can't, then you won't. But if you believe that you can, then you will. All right. So your mindset determines on how you deal with challenges, tough situations, setbacks, how to start something new, the apprehension behind it, how you deal with that apprehension. How do you get over thinking that you can't do something? Well, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mindset. OK, you have to form a willingness to want to do it. And the way you do that is to establish one thing. Why? Why won't you do that for yourself? Or why will you? Why are you going to do it? What is the why behind why you want to do something, whatever it may be? The very thing that you're telling me you can't do. There's something that says you should be doing it. And then there's something else telling you that you won't. But there is a why about it, because it was already established as something for you to do. Okay? That why needs to be prevalent in your mindset, because the more you think about why you're going to do something, when you establish your why, you'll always find the how to do it. And then you can find yourself getting it done. All right. A person with a growth mindset automatically has a can-do attitude. Okay. They don't give up just because it didn't work out the first time. Okay. They don't stop. They don't quit. They say, hey, it didn't work that way, but I can find another way. If you were going to a place, if you were driving along the road and you came into a roadblock or something blocking your road, if you were leaving work and you had to get home to your family and there was something blocking the road, would you stop and just say, I can't get home? Or you're going to find another way home? You're going to find another way home, because the I can't really means I won't go home. And that's not an option. It's time to go home. You want to get comfortable, right? So you have to realize that you have to develop that mindset that no matter what, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to go for mine. I'm willing to go get what's mine. I'm not going to stop until I do. And if it doesn't work the first way I went about it, it doesn't mean that it won't work. It just means that I learned and now I got to use it to find another way. Okay. You got to develop a can-do attitude, because it helps you become strong, and you get to realize that no matter what you feel about your personal capabilities, it doesn't mean that you cannot accomplish your goal. You become strengthened. You become resilient. There's so many things that develop when you have this can-do attitude. So instead of looking in the mirror and saying, I'm not good enough to be this champion, to be this winner, to be the whatever it is you want to be, you have to say, I'm going to use a different path to achieve my greatness. And you know what? How somebody else did it may not be the way you're going to do it. It may not be the way you get to it, but it doesn't mean you don't go out there and try. So you start with your mindset and you develop that fortitude for success, that no matter what I need to do, I've set my goal and my mind has a willingness to figure out a way to reach it. So next, you got to make sure that your focus on being is congruent, that your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings are in alignment, because when they're not, you're going to be pulling and tugging, and you'll be going in circles instead of moving forward. Align the way you think with the way you act. Okay. When you affirm powerful thoughts to yourself about what you can do rather than you cannot do, you basically tell yourself, you pump yourself up. You got to be that person that's going to make sure that you think about yourself getting to where you want to be. You can't sit there and imagine yourself staying where you are. You have to make the decision that you want to change something so that you could go out there and go for yours. You have to align your way of thinking with the way you act. If you think about something you want to do, if you think it's time to change, your actions will follow. If you think that you want to start the business, then your actions will follow. If you think that you ought to be a motivational speaker, if you think that you need to be doing this or be doing that, your actions will follow. All right. Now you have to make sure how you act is going to impact how you feel. So you said, I want to do this. I'm going to be that. So now you started doing the activities to accomplish that. But guess what? If you still don't feel like you should, then you're going to stop at that point. When you tell yourself that you can do something over and over again, your mind will begin to believe it and accept it as the truth. You can't say, I want to start you thought about starting a business. So your actions started saying, yeah, let me research this business that I want to start. And then now you get to this phase and you're like, you ain't going to be no business owner. You ain't going to be successful. Nobody going to support you. You done talked yourself out of it. You got to make sure that you pump yourself up. You can do this. If somebody else is doing it, why not you? Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I can do this. I know it's going to be a slow process. I know it may not happen overnight, but I'm in this for the long haul because I can do this. And then you got to use how you feel to reinforce the way you think. So you see the cycle. You're going to align the way you think with the way you act. Then you're going to make sure how you act is going to impact how you feel. Now you got to use how you feel to reinforce the way you think. Because guess what? Tough times are going to come. It's not always going to be easy. It's going to be easy to say you're going to give up. It's going to be easy to say, man, forget this. But the truth of the matter is, if you already feel like you are supposed to be that business owner, or you're supposed to be this or that, then you are going to make sure that the way you feel, the way you think is going to be in alignment with that. You're not going to talk yourself out of being a business owner if you come this close to being one. You've put in all the hard work, dedication, you've talked to who you need to talk to, you've invested in yourself, you've done all this stuff. At this point, you will not talk yourself out of it because you think it may not be the right thing. Listen, let me tell you something. There are days when I'm not as productive as others. I'm being transparent. There are days when I'm on cloud nine. You know, everything is flowing, things are going good in the business world, and there are days when they are not. But I can't let those days hinder me from continuing to strive to have another good day. Every day is not going to be perfect, but if my mental was not in alignment with the way I knew I wanted to be, then I would let those bad days make me have more bad days. But instead I say, I have a bad day today, but there is a tomorrow. And if Lord willing, I'm allowed to see tomorrow, I'm going to try to be better than I was today. And you have to have that gumption to keep going. That's what a can-do attitude will give you. All right. Now you have to transition to the step 3. You got to be mindful of your self-talk. This is so critical and crucial. So many people speak over themselves in a manner that they talk themselves out of their own blessing. So many people talk themselves out of doing what they need to do because they're so conditioned to speak negative. Think about it. Why are people more inclined to believe something negative before they think something positive? Why are they more inclined to believe something won't happen before they're willing to believe in a miracle? Listen, you cannot tell me that it's easier to believe in the negative than it is to the positive. Because if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. I'll say it again. If you believe that you can or you believe that you can't, you're right. It doesn't matter what you set your mind out to do if you're not willing to show up for yourself. But if you're going to continue to speak against yourself, if you're going to continue to talk yourself out of it, if you're going to continue to look in the mirror and speak negatively about what you see or who you see looking back at you, you're setting yourself up for failure. So you have to take this opportunity to learn how to embrace your flaws. You're going to have to learn to accept what you ain't and embrace what you are. And if it's something you don't like about yourself, you need to make the effort to change it because you cannot be your worst enemy. Your enemy cannot be your worst enemy because we get in ourselves, we get in our own way. And it's important that you understand that what you speak will be. If you say what you say, it's going to be. So be very, very cognizant and mindful of your self-talk, especially how you speak about you. Yes, how you speak about others, but more importantly, take a note of how you speak about yourself. I'm guilty of it. When I was in an insecure stage of my life, I couldn't even accept a compliment. People would come and say, oh, you're beautiful. And guess what I would say? No, I'm not. Because I put the beauty in other things and other people that I saw, and I didn't see it looking back at me in the mirror. And so I spoke, I am not beautiful over myself. And it came out so nonchalantly, it was just effortless. Oh, yeah, you look so nice. No, I don't. Listen, be cognizant of how you speak of yourself. Speak highly of yourself. And if you speak it enough, like we talked about in the previous step, trust me, you're going to start believing it. I don't care where you are in life, and I don't care where you're trying to go. You have to get out of your way so you can get there. You cannot continue to say what you can't do because number one, it really ain't your decision to tell you what you can't do, but it is your decision to show yourself everything that you can do. And it's time for you to talk about yourself, self-talk yourself into getting it done. Call yourself a winner. I am a winner. I am an achiever. I am successful. I am going to get up in the morning, even though I'm not a morning person. I am going to sit out and reach out to some people so I can network. I am going to look into this information that I have. I am going to read this book. I am going to go back to school. I am going to be a graduate. I am not going to stop until I accomplish my goal, because I can do this. I can do this. Because to say anything else is saying I won't do this. Not I can't, I won't. And you don't want to be the reason that you're held back. There's enough things in the world that's designed to stop people from moving forward. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of them for yourself. The last step I want to talk about is you need to become an action taker. You got to take action. Okay, you could talk about it all day. Talk the talk, don't impress me. Walk that walk, I'm impressed. Don't keep talking about it. It's time to be about it. Okay, stop wasting time waiting for the perfect time. There's never going to be a perfect time. Ask if you know someone who's a great parent, ask them, when was the perfect time to have a child? There isn't one. You kind of got to get thrown into it, and then you feel your way out, and you're going to make some mistakes, and you learn from them, and you develop who you become as a good parent. Nobody had their child being the best parent in the world. They had to grow into parenthood as their child grew into adulthood. You got to grow with yourself and allow yourself the space and opportunity for your mistakes, because guess what? There's nothing perfect. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Get rid of that perfectionist theory. Sometimes you just got to go with it. Hence what I went through to get this particular thing out. Now this is recording number 2, but guess what? At least I put my best foot forward. I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me, but I wasn't going to not do it anyway, because guess what? It still needed to be done. I can do this. And I did. And I'm doing it again. And guess what? It's all good, because I'm here to help somebody. Okay. Be an action taker. All right. No more are you going to sit there and just try to figure out when is the right time, waiting for the perfect moment. No, it takes too much time. You got to start. You got to start. It's time to get rid of the tomorrows, the laters, the one day, the someday, the shoulda, woulda, coulda. No more of that. Now we are going to have, we're going to replace those things with a readiness and an urgency, with this can-do attitude that you're going to develop. I seriously want you to do that exercise. Wherever you say I can't do something, you write it down and change can't to won't. You'd be surprised at how much stuff you're actually holding yourself back from. Okay, you'll be surprised how many clients I have that are in the network marketing business, and honestly, they never felt like they could recruit or go out there and talk to other people because they feel like that's not in them. I can't talk to people. I can't introduce myself to people. Why not? No, you won't. And then when you say that, they get defensive. What you mean I won't? I can't. No, you won't. Why won't you? Are you saying that you can't accomplish this goal, or that you won't accomplish this goal? Because what I hear is I won't. And see, when I have this transparent, candid moment with them, they get a grudge. They get upset at themselves. Yeah, you're the one holding you back. You are the key to the door. It's up to you to go open it. But if you sit back over here and say you can't, guess what's never going to happen? The door will never open for you. Use yourself as the key and open the door. There's a world of opportunity out there for you. Don't hold yourself back. There's enough things designed to hold us back. Don't be one of them. Like I said, develop your can-do attitude. There's something waiting for you to accomplish it. There's some people waiting for you to accomplish that goal. And it's up to you to get out there and go do it. If you want to achieve success in all dimensions of your life, you're going to need to get your mental game in check. You're going to have to ensure that your mindset is directed towards growth and progress for most of your waking hours. Okay. Don't allow fear to freeze you in a certain particular time or a place. That's going to prevent you from achieving your dreams. Okay. You're going to have to just learn how to develop those habits of being an action taker and just start. Then develop the habit of consistency. Be consistent while you're taking action until you achieve what you set out to achieve. And then guess what you do? You set another goal to be achieved and you keep moving forward. So with each achievement, you'll find yourself being more confident in yourself. You'll be getting stronger and you're going to begin to say more and more, I can do this, and cancel out that I can't. This then will lead you to more action taking, which will lead you to more success. That's how you develop a cycle of success, when you have a can-do attitude. If this was a blessing to you, if this helped you reach down into yourself and address some inner issues that you didn't realize were there, I want you to let me know. Type #BossLady. If you caught this from the beginning, shout me out. Let me know you were here. I can't see the comments right now, but if you caught this on replay, #replay for me. Let me know you dropped by, okay? I would love to interact with you. I would love to know that this was something that benefited you, because listen, it took a lot of time and effort to get it right, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I came back on. I'm glad I was able to deliver the same message, but this is done for you. I do this every Monday, 9 a.m. on this Boss Lady 101 Pro page on Facebook. And it's live because I want you to know that I'm here with you. I want to see you succeed. And anybody who watches this, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to like, share, comment, but just more importantly, come through for your breakthrough, because here at the Breakthrough Zone, that's what we focus on. We want people to break through to their success. No more we're going to be held back from what's ours, okay? And I want to see you succeed. You can visit us on our YouTube channel. Go on by and subscribe. We'd appreciate all of the support that you have, that you want to give us, because you know what? This thing is done for you. That's what I'm here to do, to help you. And I love what I do. I love my clients, but I love helping people in general. So if you continue to stop on by and you see that there's a topic you want us to address, feel free to make a suggestion. I'm open to suggestions, but whatever you do, make sure you come through for your breakthrough with your host, Coach Sybil Kearse. I've had a blast. I'm thanking you all for your patience. Thank you, Juanita, for letting me know you couldn't hear me. I didn't catch it earlier because, like I said, I was using my devices to give me some Wi-Fi and power source and all that stuff. But nonetheless, part 2, here we are. We're going to keep it moving. I'll see you guys next Monday at 9 a.m., Lord willing. Come back through and get your breakthrough. This is Coach Sybil Kearse. Much love and success. God bless.